What's up and good morning, everyone. Welcome to another DoMoreLife live stream. And today we're going to be talking about things you do not want to catch in Thailand. Very, very, very important stuff here. So, um, I'll give the chat a few minutes to get in here, but really, things you don't want to catch in Thailand. And some people are probably going to be thinking a few things. What's up, Cody? Good to see you, brother. Other people may not be thinking crazy things. I don't know. But one of the things that I found out yesterday, as you can see by this just horrible haircut that I have, and I would never tell you which barber because that would be very bad. What's up, Thai guy, Brian? Good to see you, man. 100 baht haircut, $3. $3 haircut. No good. No good. Griffin, what's up, man? Good to see you in here, bro. Yeah, you don't want to do this. Don't want to catch a snake in my blankets. You definitely don't want to catch a snake in your blankets. That's 100% Philthos. I'm with you. 1,000,000%. Just did I not turn on the likes again? Gosh, I always meant to do that. Be sure to hit the like button, guys, if you can. Dad always warned me, don't catch something you can't wipe off with a napkin. That is so true. My dad always told me, don't catch anything you can't get away. You can't scrub off with Ajax or 409. So unfortunately, I can't scrub my hair, but my haircut looks hard. Let's say terrible. Let's say not good. Let's just say not good. And this is my vacation haircut. And if you're in a bed by 10, come on home. Yeah. I'm not really. I'm going to go get it fixed today at another barber, which is one reason why I'm on almost a full hour early this morning here in Thailand. Today is Saturday. I will be on vacation for 2 weeks. And I just wanted to get this live stream up and popping and see if I could get you guys talking about things we don't want to catch in Thailand. Reminds me of that Seinfeld haircut episode. Thanks, Cody. You always know how to make a man feel special. But there are some other things you don't want to catch in Thailand, such as the wrong method of transportation. And boy, did I find the wrong method of transportation planning this trip. The Navy hair I got in 1970. That's probably, I hear you, Griffin. That I believe that 100%. I last week booked my first hotel in Krabi, and also booked a flight to Krabi. And the reason I booked a flight and not a train or a bus is twofold. Your name is now Poindexter. Thanks, Cody. It's twofold. The flight was cheaper than the train and the bus combined, or not combined, but it was cheaper than the sleeper car on the train, and it was cheaper than the VIP where you can lay down and sleep on the bus. Because I'm just not taking a 10-hour ride in the daytime unless it's on the way back. What's up, Mr. Mitch? Good to see you, bro. Thanks for stopping by. Good to see you in the house, man. We're talking about all kinds of funny stuff here. But the Robert Mack, what's up, man? We're talking about the 3 things you don't want to catch in Thailand. So far, we've got the 100 baht haircut or the $3 haircut. That's it just didn't work out yesterday. It didn't work out. I'm going to have to get it fixed today for sure. We also don't want to catch the wrong mode of transportation. And that's what I was talking about. Because my initial plan, as you guys are all well aware of, was to take the overnight train. And then I thought the overnight train was so expensive. The overnight train was like 1,700 baht. Doorman, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. I am so glad you are in the country. You have no idea, man. You have absolutely no idea. I am so happy you're here and looking forward to meeting up with you as soon as I get back from vacation and I'm just glad you tolerated everything you needed to tolerate in order to get here, because I know you went through the ringer, bro. Whew, I know you went through the ringer. You can. I don't think you two will let me put that one on there, but I understand. I understand. I understand. I understand. Let's see, but it's good to have you in the chat for sure, man. Um, so the wrong mode of transportation. Why did I change? Um, why did I change my mind about taking the overnight train down there or an overnight bus down there? Here's why. Good morning, Addie. Good to see you. Number one, the train was more expensive, much more expensive than the train. The train was going to be about 750 baht more expensive than a 1 hour flight. Okay, the bus was going to be about 350 baht more than a 1 hour flight. Good morning, Anon. Good to see you, bud. Thanks for dropping in. Yeah, it is great to know he finally made it to Thailand. I'm happy, Todd's here. I really am. Can't wait to talk to him. So what I decided to do was I got a flight, guys. Check this out. I want you to hear this because this is the honest to God truth. Yeah, probably, Cody. You make a good point there. I got a flight. I got a flight with Vietjet, I think Vietjet, for 680 baht. I added a 15 kilogram. They don't have the packages where you can add carry-on baggage. I'm not the type of guy that can travel for 2 weeks with the equipment I have and just carry one bag. I just can't do it. Gordon, what's up, bro? Good to see you this morning, man. Thanks for dropping by. I just can't do it. So I got the 15 kilo, 7 kilos I can take on board, and then 15 kilos I can put underneath the plane. And I got taxes, fees, all that stuff, everything for 1,088 baht. Not 1,800 baht, 1,088 baht. So basically for about 32 bucks, I got a flight from Bangkok to Krabi. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, 32, 35, something like that, Cody. So, yeah, there was just no way of getting around it. It is a night flight, which is okay with me. I don't care. You can fly from Pattaya to Koh Samui on plane. Takes about 90 minutes. Yeah, but the problem with the Pattaya airport is it's not really in Pattaya. It's between Pattaya and Rayong. It's actually closer. I think it's closer to Rayong than it is to Pattaya. Cost versus time and experience and comfort. Yep. So to your point there, Mr. Mitch, I'm thinking what I'll probably do is take a train back when I get ready to come back to Bangkok. Now, I have some friends that are going to be on Riley Beach during the time that I'm down there. I'm also looking at boat tours to go to some of these islands that are near Phuket, on that side of Krabi. Also, PP and other islands out there, maybe even James Bond Island. I didn't know that's where the rock was. But that one rock that sticks out that everybody takes a picture of. Hey, Robert, good to see you, brother. I didn't know that's where that was, and I've been doing my research, and I was like, wow, that would be pretty cool, right? So again, I'm not constrained by time, just constrained by budget, and that's the only. I don't know if what I'm trying to say is I don't know if I'll make it to the other side. I don't know if I'll make it to Koh Samui. I don't know if I'll make it. We hope so, but it all depends on. It just depends on what the pricing is for some of the stuff when I get down there. Cody says 30. Oh wait, Anon says probably the calculus will be a lot different when they get the high speed rail done. Oh yeah. Yeah, go down one hand. Yeah. I agree 100%. half price. I'm sure they're hurting it. I mean, it was a great deal, dude. It was a great deal. Thanks, Robert, for putting up the PayPal link. If you want to support this this journey and all this content, you can certainly contribute to PayPal, and I would be greatly appreciative. I'm going to go purchase a neutral density filter for the camera shortly today, and that will allow me to bring you higher quality video during the day. Because it'll put sunglasses on my camera. Ty says 90 minutes. Hope that is taxi out and taxi in after landing. My flight was supposed to be 1 hour 10 minutes from PP to Bangkok. It was only 45 in the air. Man, that's pretty good, man. That's pretty good. I got to call the place I'm staying at today, and they got an 800-baht van. It's a 63-minute ride from the airport to where I'm staying, but they have a van that will come pick you up. It's like perfect. And I mean, it's like they just come pick you up and take you straight there. So that'd be great. Protect that lens, yeah, definitely. I don't usually use UV protectors on my lens because it would just be unless it was like a $150 UV protector made by like Foya or some kind of great company. I probably wouldn't use it, but just because it would possibly disseminate the image quality, Griffin. But I'll buy the inexpensive ND filter today, I'm sure, for the lens. Hopefully, it won't be too bad because I believe this is it's only a 62 millimeter opening on the lens that I'll be vlogging with most of the time. So 62 millimeters is not that bad. It's when you get up in the 70s when they get really expensive. And I'm talking to Mr. Mitch, says during construction, it's pain in the butt. Chime is messed up right now. The beach in Champon is impossible to get to. Did not know that. I'm also thinking of going. There are some islands out in off the coast there of Krabi. There are some islands, and I've really truly been thinking about just making sure that I explore those. Some of them most people just don't get to. Like, I've looked up videos on them, and there's only a few videos on them. So I'm trying to change I'm trying to bring back the channel is what I'm trying to do. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, then I'm going to do something drastic. I already have a plan. Addie says you have to choose Krabi or Koh Samui. If you did both, you would need 4 to 5 days. 3 it's too short to do both. I'm going to be there 5 to 7 days anyway. So I may have time to go over to Samui. I don't know. Have you started training for half marathon? Oh, talking about rubber band. I had a light blue on my 1.2 lens. Yeah, so the aperture on my regular vlogging lens is 2.8, but it's micro four thirds camera, so really it's 5.6. And in terms of depth of field, not in terms of light, but in terms of depth of field, I can still get some good depth of field out of it. But I do have a 25 millimeter, which is a 50 millimeter equivalent on a full frame camera, f1.8 lens, and I've taken some incredible shots with that. 50 mil in a camera, man, that's nice. I'm pretty excited. Let's see. I bet it's a mess. Let's see. Anon says, by the way, JC, there are some amazing deals on Airbnb and Krabi right now. Saw one bungalow for $11 a night. Wow. Wow. Tiger Eyebrow says, don't do it, JC. Please keep your swing suit in your case. Swing suit. I'm not sure what that means, bro. But $11 sounds good. I'm actually staying at a place that's it's more expensive than that. I came off a good recommendation, and they speak English very well. And they also have the hookup pretty much to wherever you want to go. So I'm at least going to be there 2 nights, and after that, I may move around. I plan on staying on Raleigh Beach after I finish touring the other side over there. And then from Raleigh Beach, depending on the funds, depending on how much money I have left, I may hop over to Samui, or I may come back to Bangkok and get ready for Pattaya. And if I come back to Bangkok, I'll try to edit a video or two and put it out there for you. And channel members will be getting, I spoke with Griffin about this, and channel members will be getting some photos that I will not release on other platforms. I mean, I won't release to just the general public. So I encourage you, if you haven't already, become a channel member. It's cheap. And I'm going to do some, if I do, I'll announce it to my channel members, and I'll probably be doing some live streaming from some of these places for sure. So just keep that in mind. What's up, Asian Unscripted? Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Eddie says, wow, do both Krabi and Koh Samui. If you got 7 days, we'll have a great time doing both. Again, it's not the time, Eddie. It's not the time that I'm worried about. I have the time. I've got the time to see Samui, Krabi, all the islands out there, Koh Phangan. I can do all of those. I can do all of them. It's just a matter of funds, and I just don't have that many funds. But I would if I could. I assure you. Tiger Eyebrow says swim. Oh, I'm definitely taking my swimsuit for sure, because I am going to hit. You guys watched last week Ross talk about the Crystal Springs and Sapphire Springs and what was that? Emerald Springs. Definitely going to try to hit that. So it sounds pretty good. Hey, Eric, good to see you, man. Good to see you, Chris. Good to see you. Hey, Jose, good to see you. Everybody whining in here. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button, guys. I'm so sorry I didn't put the link there so you can see it. But right now we only have 7 thumbs up, just to let you guys know. Gordon's Alive says we're in Cham right now. I got a nice quiet room on the beach 1 hour after check-in. 100 male factory workers show up for their weekend retreat. Time for a new room. Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that, Gordon. I'm real sorry to hear that, brother. I said hey to Eric, right? Yeah, Eric and Chris. Yeah, I said hey to those guys. Glad you guys are in here. And yeah, good. We got everybody saying hey to everybody. That's good. So don't catch the wrong mode of transportation in Thailand. That's one thing I was trying to make clear. Don't catch the wrong mode of transportation. So far we've got don't get the $3 haircut and don't catch the wrong mode of transportation. What I would like to do when I come back to Bangkok is to take an overnight train or something that has a window in it, so I can take some pictures of not an overnight train. Come back during the day and maybe just get a regular seat and sweat to death all day or whatever. That way I'll sleep good at night. And just get some pictures of, what's going on outside. I learned a new functionality. That's one thing about these Micro Four Thirds cameras, particularly with the Olympus, and this being its flagship camera. There's a lot of features that this thing has that I didn't know. I've spent the last 2 weeks studying, and I found out how to do some really cool stuff. So I'm really excited to bring you guys some content from there. Really excited. And it says, JC, check into La Belle Beauty and Spa on Onang Soy 13. Just check $16 a night. Woo! I have to check that out for sure. La Belle Beauty and Spa. Onang. Well, I'm going to be on Onang the first 2 nights. And La Belle Beauty and Spa was on my hotels.com. I remember seeing it go by there. I don't remember it being that cheap though. But I believe you. So that'll definitely be something I have to check out. I just don't know if the money I'm paying for the accommodations is higher than I normally pay on trips, but at the same time, if it's everything that's promised, but that's why I only booked it for 2 nights, because if I booked it for 2 nights and if it lets me down, I can always go to some place like you mentioned, Anon, or I can go. When I go over to Raleigh, there's not going to be $16 rooms, so I'm probably going to just go over there and spend like one night, a day and a night, and then go somewhere from there. I don't know. I have a few friends that are going to be there on Raleigh Beach, so I'm going to try that out. And it may come down to the fact that I don't have enough to stay at Raleigh. I may have to just do the day trip over there and take photos and that kind of thing. But I want to get some good sunsets, and I'm taking my old Canon camera with me to get my old Canon camera to get my time lapses in. We got a PayPal, boys. Hope this helps. Hang in there. I hear you. Not sure if this person wants to see his name, but $3 PayPal. Hey man, $3 is better than not having $3. Thank you very much. I don't see your name anywhere, so I'm not going to mention your name, but I do appreciate it very, very much. Thank you. Gordon's Live, Chom Villa, Google Maps, JC. I will definitely. Gordon's Live says I always like Line Swan, just down the way from Chom Village. Oh, Stuck, what's up, brother? I know I said 9. But I woke up early this morning, man. My first day of vacation, I woke up at 5 o'clock. No lie. Woke up at 5 o'clock, couldn't go back to sleep. And I was like, you know what? I'll just have a live stream and we'll talk about things you shouldn't catch in Thailand. So far, I talked about, just to catch you up, talked about the $3 haircut. This is probably the worst haircut I've ever had in my life. So try to stay away from 100-baht haircuts. And the other thing I talked about was mode of transportation. I got a plane. I'm talking to Stuck for the moment, guys. I got a plane for less than I could get a train or a bus down there, a VIP bus, so I could sleep. No lie. It was, I couldn't believe it. But more than likely, I'll take some kind of slow transportation home. So I'll have time to take more pictures, possibly do some reflecting, recording, that kind of thing. Pray for it. What's up, bro? Good to see you, man. Addie says, Krabi, day tour, whitewater rafting, but I chose canoe into limestone caves. I would definitely do, I've done whitewater rafting in Peru, and that just wasn't my thing for whatever reason. I enjoyed it. I had fun, but I don't know. It just didn't. I don't know. It just kind of wasn't my thing, really. Let's see. When you shave your head, $2 is the best. I hear you. I hear you, doorman. I don't know how I would look with a bald head. My dad has a bald head, and he never gets any complaints. But who knows, right? Everybody saying hello. Rocco, good evening to you, sir. Thank you for dropping by. Pilto says, don't worry about the haircut so much. It looks fine if you're in Mayberry. I hear you. Well, Cody's already called me all kinds of names because of my haircut, so he's pumped up my self-esteem this morning. The good news is I'll finally be active and be losing some weight. What are some other things you don't want to catch in Thailand? Some of you guys chip in here. Some things you don't want to catch in Thailand. Addie says, I nearly drowned in Bali, Indonesia, whitewater rafting. Fun but dangerous. Yeah, it's fun. I mean, it was fun. We were in like a 6-person raft, and we had a guide at the front and the back, but they were like, we were really good at this. Cut this bag out. I like that. I'm going to go ahead and show that one myself. Good one, Doorman. Don't catch fatherhood accident. There you go. There's a good one. Don't catch fatherhood accidentally. That's a number one priority that you should be aware of anytime you're in Thailand. Don't catch a tiger by the tail. That's a good one, man. Don't catch a tiger by the tail. I like that. Yeah, I saw you guys were going to have a live stream, and I was at work. I couldn't watch it, but I'm sure I'll go back and watch the replay at some time. Doorman, with your stream with Mike. So, metaphorically or literally, that is a very good point. You do not want to catch a tiger by the tail. I still like Anon's "Don't Catch Fatherhood." That's a good one. Chris says, "Don't catch snakes." Definitely don't catch snakes. You can say that metaphorically or literally as well. That one works with both. Can you say BG, Rocco? We're trying to keep it clean as possible on here. No disrespect to you, brother, in any way, form, or fashion. But I understand what you're saying, and I agree. Doorman says, "Pop for the late great Glenn Campbell." What happened to Glenn Campbell? I don't know. Eddie says, "I catch a kangaroo by the tail." And Chris C says, "Literally, don't catch snakes." Yeah, I heard there was some. Who was that? I think that was Stuck that was talking about the blood pythons that he went to see, and not sure what happened. Nino, find a way to say that in a politically correct way, and brother, you can say whatever you want. We just have to be careful because YouTube sends me warnings when they don't like the message, and they sent me a warning on your message. So no disrespect to you at all. Doorman says, "Catch a tiger by the tail." Didn't he sing that song? Oh, Glenn Campbell. I don't know. He might. Stuck in Florida says there are some beautiful snakes in Thailand. That could yes, I agree. Could be. Griffin says, "Doorman saw the replay. Good info. Cool, man. I can't wait to hear the info." Addy says he shaves his own head. That's probably a good thing. Buck Owens. Yes. Okay, I'm starting to fall into the mental category, like the mental placement of where you guys are. And Stuck, the reason you didn't know that I was coming on early is because I have no way of contacting you, dude. I don't have you on Facebook. You're not in the Facebook group. Oh, you are a channel member, though. I could have put that out for channel members this morning. Forgot about that. Okay. I retract my previous statement. Anna says, "Don't let an aggressive get you." I definitely won't. And I've heard on some of these islands, so I'm going to hop over to the really expensive islands, the quote unquote, or I'm going to try. Yeah, Nino, can you say LB? Yeah, we use the initial LB for that one. Love having you in the chat, man, but just can't. YouTube keeps sending me a warning. Members notification would have been nice. I agree, Stuck. That is my sincerest apologies on that one. I did not think about it. I put it in the Facebook group and didn't think about updating the channel members. So my apologies. Yes, LB's work, and we definitely or I definitely want to stay away. Just not my thing. So don't want to catch a bad date. That's for sure. In Thailand, I don't think that would be good. That's why I use the Thai slang for it. Yeah. I got you, Anna. 100%. Yeah, not gonna try our best not to do that. What's an LB? Oh, Chris. That would be lady, and then you can figure out what the B stands for, I think. Filtho says you know not to mess with a country's snakes when the locals refer to them as 2 steps, 4 steps, etc. for how far you get before you die. That's so true, man. That's so true. Rocco says, but honestly, food, charcoal tablets, the good and I used to take. I will have plenty of digestive stuff with me. Rocco, which is a very good point. But I've been eating street food enough. I know, right, Eric? I'm gonna have to come up with a cheat sheet, man, and mail it and put it to the channel members, then let you guys distribute it. But what was I getting ready to say? Oh, I lost my train of thought. Eric got me with the cheat sheet. That's so true. A lady and a boy. Oh, charcoal tablets. My stomach has gotten kind of used to the bacteria in the food over here, and I really don't have too much of a problem eating it anymore. As long as it's not really spicy, I can pretty much eat it, and that's a good thing, at least for me anyway. It's a real good thing. Let's see. Ooh, thanks, Chris says. Good, I'm glad you got that. Mr. Mitch says lima beans and corn. Isn't that called succotash? I think it is, Mr. Mitch. Where I come from, it is anyway. JMA says, what about the insects there? There are some insects in Thailand that you definitely want to avoid. Something else that you definitely don't want to catch in Thailand is dengue fever. You do not want to catch dengue fever. And I have not had it personally, but I've seen people that have. I have no interest in it. It doesn't excite me. I'm not happy about the idea of no, just no, on on the whole mosquito thing. I'm just not up with all that. But there are some big hornets and which are actually wasps, but there's some big hornets and things like that you have to be careful not to get around, Jay, for sure. And it says large handa and feet, and look for. We got it, buddy. We got it. I don't want to take any chances here. This is a good live stream. I want people to be able to see it. Prep Force says, don't catch any rumors flying around between girls that work in bars. Just stay out of it. 1,000,000,100,000,000,000,000% agree with that statement. And that's probably one of the most important statements I've heard. At least during this live stream, anyway. Sorry, guys, 1 second. Looking. There you are. Come to me. All right. Anon says they have surgery where they can shave it off. Be careful. That's so true. Buy from the same vendor. You are safe. Yep, that's true. Or if you go to like a vendor that's where all the ties are, you should be okay as well. Because the tie vendor, if all the ties are around eating it, that the food, then you know it's probably pretty good stuff. Chris says, Jeremy, how long did it take you to adjust to the food bacteria that causes severe problems? I would say I didn't really start eating Thai food, honestly, until I came to Bangkok again. And when I came back to Bangkok this time, I've only really been eating it for the last, I don't know, four months or so. I've been eating Thai food, so it's adjusted fine. One of the best things I found for breakfast in the world is joke with an egg, but it's not a regular. I forgot what they call it. It's the boiled part is the white part, and then the middle is yellow, runny yellow, right? and they break that egg, put it in the rice. They put fresh strands of ginger in there and green onions, and it is just, if you add a little soy sauce to it, it's beyond belief at how good it is. It's good stuff. Eddie says, have to watch out for LB pickpocketers on bot buses and patio. If they sit next to me, then I move seats. Yeah, I just be very careful about that. Ty Guy Bryce says, don't catch an attitude and keep your head. That's probably one of the most important things that can be said around Thailand, period. So I agree 100%, Ty Guy Bryce. 100%. That is an actual thing, and catching an attitude and keeping your head in Thailand, or not catching an attitude and keeping your head in Thailand, is probably one of the safest ways to make sure you have a lovely, enjoyable trip over here, no matter what you're doing. J-May says, I want you to be a Thai boxer. Sorry, man. Got back problems. Can't do it. Can't do that. I wish I could. Addie said, also, yeah, that's true. Eric says, I think you can take haven't heard that, but that Q word's got an italicized around it. Sorry, Eric. No disrespect, brother. I don't know if that's true or not. I have no idea, but it's very possible. It would. I mean, like, in theory, what little bit I know about medicine, that makes sense. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And on for malaria, yes, but not dengue. That's true. Doorman says, I usually do too, but I am stuck in ASQ with no room cleaning service until the 17th. Hey, at least you're here, brother. At least you are here. That's the main thing. Eddie says, in the West, no food smells in the air, but Thailand, all the food smells keep me feeling alive. Me too, man. Anon says, JC, one thing, Onang has a very, very tiny entertainment zone, just FYI. I was told about that, and, you know, I may try to swing by the entertainment zone, but I'm not really making that a priority on this trip. This trip is more about discovery and experience. That's, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'll get there, but maybe I won't. I don't know. I really don't know. I have no idea. Although you make a fair point, and if I can get there and show you guys some of the entertainment that Krabi has to offer, I certainly will. Or Onang, I'm sorry, has to offer, I certainly will. Full of food, smells like custom pizza. Yeah, New York does smell a lot like pizza. That's a good point, Doorman. Absolutely. Chris says, yeah, Jeremy devoted an entire segment to keeping one's ego out of any problems that come one's way in Thailand. And I'll probably devote more because it's big. It's a big deal. It really is. Mr. Mitchell will be right back. No problem. J May says city versus countryside. For me in Thailand, I like the city, personally. That's just me. But where I'm going to be is going to be like, beach and island areas and that kind of thing. And that's what I'm really looking forward to. So, be a while since they require 7 hours not to go. Interesting. And it says the sea is so clear blue in South Thailand, amazing beauty. I can't wait. I can't wait to see it. I really can't. The tri-state area, says Doorman. And on the beach road has some good bars, at least. Yeah. Don't know about now, but more family oriented. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Just safety side. I'll take that out just to be on the safety side. Probably no reason for me to take that out, but it's okay just to be safe. Rocco says you have to have a budget for entertainment. Yeah, which is why I'm not really planning on taking part in any of the entertainment, other than maybe sitting at a bar having I'm not really drinking much Coke anymore, so I'll probably just drink water and talk to a few people and get up and leave. I don't drink at all, so that sitting down and having a long conversation at a bar with somebody is probably not going to happen. And I'm certainly not going to be engaging in paid for activities during the night hours. Let's put it that way. Anna says, good place to get a Thai massage on the beach. I've heard that. I've heard that there's some really good massage places there that are professional, and I'm looking forward to that. I'm not a party goer. Can I still enjoy Thailand? Yes, man. I'm not a party goer either, Jay. Absolutely, Jay. Good question. Not a party goer. You can absolutely enjoy Thailand. Stuck's not it. Well, there he goes. He says, Jamie, I'm not a party goer and I love Thailand. And I'm the same way. I love Thailand. I don't do much. I do very, I say I do very little partying. When I go, the only time I party is when I'm in Pattaya, but I'm not really I don't go out and party. I just go out and hang out with my friends. We don't really party. Once they start to have too much to drink, I'm gone. So that's how that works. Aerobics, yes. There you go, in on aerobics. But that's a good question, Jay. That's a good question. Nothing wrong with that. Filtho says, hoping you have more budget for entertainment than for haircuts. Yeah. Well, I really didn't budget a lot of entertainment in there. What I have budgeted is like the island tours and the boat tours and places to go, that kind of thing. So I have done that. I don't know. I just don't know how much budget I'm going to have left. Is all it amounts to. You guys did a great job helping out the channel. For the last 6 months we've been beating this channel, or we've been dropping this channel fund on the regular, and I have done my very best to help cut all my living costs, and we'll see what we get out of it. When I looked at the totals and put everything together, it came out less than I thought it was going to be. But you know what, man? It is what it is, and you only live once. That's my new kind of thing. Robert says, same here. I'm not a party goer and enjoy Thailand. There's so many things to do in Thailand. Yeah, you don't have to be. Mark, I hear you, buddy. So am I. Well, not really anymore, but I grew up that way. Eddie says, can walk anywhere in Thailand for foot massage. So good, that's true. Thai guy Bra, I'm a culture and food guy, done my partying. That's pretty much what I've become myself. Gordon says, I haven't been everywhere in Thailand, but Jonathan Pattaya is the best for me. I'm holiday now and would rather be at home. I hear you, buddy. Chris says, Jerry, I've gotten the sense from multiple Thailand videos that it is best not to trust what Farangs say when talking with them there. Can you talk about Farangs and honesty? You really want me to have that one, that conversation? I will. I see some people coming. Into the chat now. Welcome, everyone. I need to delete Mark's one comment because I don't know if. No disrespect to you, Mark. I just don't know how sensitive YouTube is to words like that. We try to keep everything as PC as possible. Just that. So yeah, can you talk about Farangs and honesty? There are very few truly honest Farangs I've met. Very few. Most of them are honest up until a point when they've gotten either what they need from you or they've there's so many different things until they've used you, until they feel like they've abused you to a point where not necessarily, not physically, but mentally, and Frank's over here called my job, told him I was a crazy person, and I was on the run and all this other stuff. And there's been affidavits filed against me saying that I've committed crimes which are complete nonsense by Franks. And well, the Franks will have their girlfriends do it for them. And that's Southeast Asia in general. I'm not just referring to Thailand specifically, because they can't really do anything, so they have to have a national to be able to do it. Buddying up with Franks is very, very. It's doable, but you have to be very careful. I recommend when you come to Thailand that you, or if you go anywhere, that you try to buddy up to the locals much more than other Farang, because the Farang are going to use you, and they're going to abuse you. Many times you won't even know what's happening, and all of a sudden one day they're going to do exactly the opposite of what they told you they would never do. And you're going to find out the true character. All Farangs wear masks, just like everybody wears a mask, but the Farang mask is just something crazy. And when it falls off, what's underneath is usually very, very, very ugly. So that's my very quick tip on that, Chris. I can say that trusting Farangs is not in my repertoire, and that's why I have I got a one strike rule when it comes to Farangs. I don't have there are no second chances with me because I've been burnt so many times by so many of them. I'm a pretty transparent, outgoing person and personality, and I tend to share information about myself with people, and that's why I just come out and say everything about myself on YouTube, because they got nothing they can use against me that I hadn't told you guys. Otherwise, they would be bringing up issues. They would be putting it out, doxing me. One of the worst things I think you can do to somebody is dox them, because you're giving them your address, possibly phone numbers, where you live, where you stay, and then communicating threats. Farangs will communicate threats through fake YouTube names, all that stuff. They will do that to you, and then they will claim to have paid some locals. I'm not just talking about Thailand. I've been to a couple Southeast Asian countries, so they'll threaten you with that. Some of the threats may come to pass. You never know. So when I look for honesty in an expat, I'm looking at their actions, not their words. Actions, not words, because words tell you who they want you to think they are. Their actions will tell you who they truly are, and that's what you got to watch. So when you get that little feeling in your gut, you see a Farang, an expat, doing something that you're like, I didn't think you were that kind of guy, or whatever. Make that the end of it. Just make that the end of it, or be a friend and say, hey, give me a call sometime, whatever, and just going with life. Walking away is sometimes the best policy. Now, moving on. Sorry, guys. Eddie says we have good laughs here. That's what counts. Good laughs is definitely what counts. Bonji, good day. How are you there, sir? Haven't seen you before. Welcome. J-May says, I've seen videos of Westerners getting drunk and paid dearly for being a jerk. That's 100% correct. And I've made videos on that. They will get themselves in a ton of trouble and have no problem doing so. No problem doing so. Robert Max says, stuck in Florida eating bro. Roy says, what is easy for you to make friends in Thailand as that? Oh, was it easy to make friends in Thailand as expat? Sure, yeah. The locals here are great. And I work with expats, so I made friends with many of them. Eddie says, sit back and watch the show. Chris says, has everyone hit the thumbs up? That's a good question. Obviously not. We got 47 people watching, and there are only 17 thumbs up. So new, and we may have a few trolls in here as well. Michael, what's up, man? Good to see you. Rick said, what did those Farangs want from you? Those who were spreading false info about you. Anytime you see a little bit of that, they're unsuccessful people who have no life. They have no plans for their life, and even if they do have plans, they're miserable inside. They haven't done the work on themselves. So whenever they see some little tiny guy like me come along and have the marginal success. What we got here for PayPal? Interesting. $6.96. I won't put the name up because I haven't seen it, but $6.96. Good. We're up to almost $10 so far. Thank you. Whoever you were, I appreciate that very much. That definitely goes toward the travel fund. They wanted me out of the country. They wanted me because I'm a truth bearer, and I tend to I call it exactly as I see it. They will do anything to hold on to their reputation. You got to remember, you're dealing with people that most of the time are very narcissistic and only care about themselves. So their goal is to destroy the reputation of anybody with any actual character. Chris C says, I think you once mentioned that you have lawyers that you need to use when false accusations made. I do have one on retainer, and I know another one. I've actually become friends with one. Filtho says they're honest until the bar tab is due. Then, hey, where'd he go? Yeah, that's also true, Filtho. That's also very true. Eddie says they envy you, JC, just like others in Australia are envious. I am moving back to Pattaya. I feel sorry for them because they can't get how great Thailand is. I can't disagree with that statement, Eddie. And the envy just comes from the fact that I refuse to give up, and they've tried to get me in. They just haven't been able to so far. Not saying they won't. They might, but I don't live my life anymore wondering or worrying or concerning myself with what the underbelly is doing. I'm moving forward with my life, and that's all that matters. Even though I may be moving very slowly in small steps, very small steps, I'm still moving, and that's what counts. That's what counts. Oftentimes you hear people call me an e-beggar. Well, there's a difference in what I do. I participate in e-commerce because travel funds, channel contributions, channel memberships, all those things come with perks, right? If it wasn't for the channel fund, I probably couldn't be going on vacation right now. In fact, I know I wouldn't be able to go on vacation, not staying where I'm staying in Krabi. And you, in turn, are essentially the customer that I'm going to be showing around. That I'm going to be, if maybe somebody right now is overseas somewhere they can't get to Thailand and they want to live vicariously through people on YouTube, there's nothing wrong with that. And I provide an outlet for that. So it is what it is. You know, one foot in front of the other, keep it moving. That's how I live. But you got a good point there, Phil, though, about the bar tab. Mad Max, what's up, Max? Good to see you, man. Happy days to you as well. Chris says, thanks, Jeremy, for talking about your experience with them. Oh, that's just a fraction, Chris. But yes, you're more than welcome. Anna says, Chris C, always smart to have a lawyer on retainer when you are in Thailand, even if you never use him. That's very true, Anna, very true. Because I had to make a call the other day that had something to do with visas and didn't have anything to do with other people. Let's see. For vacationers, probably not, Chris. I would say so. What did Anon say? I always am a strong believer in circles of trust. People need to prove who they are before they can get into a more interlevel trust. 100%, 1000%. This stuff about if you guys are coming from Western country over here, this is one thing you don't want to catch in Thailand, right? Is the manipulation of another foreigner. This stuff about I'll trust you until you give me a reason not to. Forget about that. Just forget about that completely, completely forget about that. I'll trust you when you give me a reason to trust you. In other words, when I've spent enough time around you and I see that your actions follow your words and that you're not up to scrupulous stuff behind my back that involve the people that I'm involved in, are spreading information about me that's simply not true, or a very, very elongated, exaggerate extension of the truth, then yeah, I'll probably start to trust you. That's just me. Let's see. My company gives me 3 months off with pay. Stay with family. Yahoo! There you go, bro. Good job, Max. Stuck says Chrissy. I never have. Yeah, no. If you're coming on vacation, probably not. I wouldn't worry about it. I'm a strong believer in circles of trust. People who, yeah, I just read that from Anon. I agree with you, man. 100%. What else we got here? A says it's all about lifestyle in Thailand. Simple. Yep, I agree. Anon says, Chrissy, I believe in it. Spend 4,000 or 5,000 baht. Then you have somebody you can call, like car insurance. Probably never need it, but if you do, then you do. Yep, that's on. Better to, I decided a long time ago. I knew it was going to affect my lifestyle a little bit because retainers aren't very cheap, but I decided that it was better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. And so I don't have to go, into a lawyer's office cold case and say, hey, this is the problem I got. They're just going to say, because I've already got, I got stacks of paperwork like this thick with the lawyer, most of which are affidavits that are filed. Some of them are police reports and other things. Oh, well, thank you, Mark. That was from Mark there. The PayPal. Appreciate that very much, sir. Thank you. Eddie says a lot of bitter people in the West. I laugh at bitter people because laughter is joy. That's 100% true. Let's see. Rocco says, I saw you walking on Beach Road, Jay, with a friend on Beach Road for the first time. Probably around Mike was walking on the beach side. Must have been 2019. Mike. I don't think I knew Mike in 20. I don't know what you mean by sh.m either. I'm not sure. Oh, at Mike's Shopping Mall. Okay. You saw me walking at Mike's Shopping Mall. Gotcha. Don't catch a sob story and a fairy tale. That's a very good one, Ty Guy Brow. Back to the point. Yeah. Don't catch a sob story and a fairy tale. That's always a good one. And it, like this trip is not going to be a sob story for any reason at all. Whatever happens, and we're all going to see it together. That's for sure. And it says, best thing is my two close friends, John 10, are excited I'm back in John 10 by March. Best two people I met from USA and Australia who live and retire just like me. Life is great. 100%. Thank you, Robert, I know you are just winding your night down. So thank you for throwing up the PayPal link in case anybody is interested and last minute contributions to the travel fund coming up here. So if you are interested in contributing to the last minute travel fund, that'd be great. I will not be having a live stream tomorrow, as I will be busy all day. So today is the day. If we get any kind of major contributions, that'd be great. But if not, no worries. Anna says, I'm talking about with local national police and government people as much as dealing with other farang or being able to call and ask dumb questions. Yeah, that's 100%. That's 100% why I have that. Mike's Shopping Mall. Yes, I may have been around Mike's Shopping Mall. Mad Max says, just want to say thanks for the updates and support. You're welcome to come visit. Spare room. Cheers, my friend. Thank you so much, Max. I appreciate that, bro. Chris C says, Jeremy, do you have recommendations for vacationers getting a driver's license to drive a rental car and motorbike in Thailand? I want to drive multiple locations when I'm there. Call AAA and get an international driver's license before you come. That's it. Stuck says, a lot of people are just going for 2 to 4 weeks and aren't in the public eye. That's very true. Most likely, those people will never have a problem as long as they don't do something stupid. That's 100% true statement, Stuck. I'm more geared toward this, or that part of the conversation, more geared toward people that live here. Let's see. I don't know where Cody is, Mark. And I don't know if he lives in Austin, Texas. Prep for it says, do you catch the latest video from DoMoreLife? You will learn something. Usually, that's what I try to do anyway. Ty Guy Brow says, it always annoys me when I'm out and I hear foreigners moaning and complaining. Yeah, you're going to hear that a lot when you're out, and they're going to be moaning and complaining about something, not realizing that they're living in paradise, or that they're vacationing in paradise. That, like, vacationing over here would be like just one of the most awesome things ever. Living here can be challenging, just simply because of the visa situation and the current state of the world that we live in. But it's still good, still good. No reason to sit, bitch, moan, and complain about life in general when you're in Thailand. My rants are usually because I'm talking about my life personally and the things I have to do, which I have a series on called An Expat Living and Working in Thailand. You can watch a couple of those videos, and I'll probably upload one of those tomorrow, today, Monday, I don't know, sometime. But I've got a couple weeks worth. Let's see. Anon says, Chrissy, international driver's license good for a year. Charge your car to a Visa MasterCard signature level and don't have to pay collision damage waiver. Good point. Tiger Eyebrow says, Stuck, that's 100% on point. Yes, it is. He's often 100% on point. Addie says, Stuck, good to make mistakes because learn a lot about yourself, like getting things out of your system. Can wake up and lie around the pool knowing others are depressed in Australia. That's funny. That's really funny. But I think, overall, for me, the main thing not to catch in Thailand is my Western privilege. Leave that Western privilege at home. Leave it at home. When you get on the plane to come to Thailand or anywhere else, literally anywhere in the world, leave that privilege at home. Leave it at home. Because if you get off a plane and come over here with that privilege attached to your shoulders, like sitting on top of your shoulders, you are going to have a very, very, very bad day at some point in time. Because the government, you're a visitor. This is their country. And you don't have to be here. And everybody knows that except you. So just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. Robert says, help the channel travel fund. And he put up the PayPal link. Thank you again, Robert, for digging hard. I appreciate that. Christy says, someone somewhere has it worse than you do. That's 100% correct, Chris. Sometimes that, statements like that make me feel better, and sometimes they don't, because while I agree with your statement 100%, sometimes it just doesn't make me feel better for whatever reason. Anon says, and I get the best rates at Savannah Boom from rentalcars.com. Really good rates. There you go. Let's see here. JC, I've watched your videos since Cebu, and I gotta say you've been true to yourself. Thank you, Mark. I always try. Robert says, I always remember I'm a visitor to Thailand and respect the people and the country. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do. Eddie says, Western privilege, ego, let it go and enjoy life. 100%. Stuck says, Addie, I've made my share of mistakes and I have learned a lot, but when I quit getting drunk in bars and hanging out in the party areas, I quit making most of those mistakes. Funny how that happens, right? It's funny how that happens. And it says, yep, it's their country. I'm just a guest. Chris says, guests have no privileges. Yeah, it's not that you don't have any privileges. It's just that you it's the ego. Don't carry the ego. Be humble. That's pretty much what I'm trying to say. Philthos brings up a very good point. Don't catch a membership in the Pattaya Flying Club. That definitely don't catch a membership there. We don't want to catch that while we're in Thailand, because if you catch that membership, well, it's pretty much over. And says, JC, 100% on the Western privilege. Saw that so much in the military station overseas. Yeah, man. Just can't do it. Just can't do it. It's not acceptable. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. Stuck says, Robert Mack in Asia, that's great advice. Anywhere you go, at Philthos. Yeah, I know, yeah, that's funny. That was a good one, though. Very good. Eddie says, at Stuck True Preport says, if you catch an error on your check bin, like a beer or two you never ordered, just pay it and walk away without a word. There are 9,000 other bars that won't do that. That's very true. Very true. Very, 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 very true. Don't argue. Another thing is getting refunds over here is almost impossible on anything. So if you're going to sit at a bar and drink, if you're going to buy something, don't expect to be able to take it back and get a refund. Secondly, if you're going to go to a bar and drink, and especially if you're at a bar with drinking companions, and you need to keep an eye on your check bin. It'll be some kind of little circular or something they'll put receipts in, right? And it ain't cool. It ain't cool if they stick extra in there, but it does happen often. And you need to be aware of your check bin. Every single drink that comes in, check your check bin. Philthos Stuckvar says, Philtho, that's a lifetime membership. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And a very short lifetime of that. Gordon says, never heard of Western privilege. I'm aware of global recognition of, oh man, I got to take that out because of that. I think that's what you mean. Nah, it's not the color. It's the mindset, Gordon. It's the mindset, brother. That's what I was talking about. And he says, yes, but I can wake up and laugh that I had a great night out. I am the whole package of partying and relaxing. That's awesome, brother. Robert says, catch a DoMoreLife membership. And then he put up the link there. I do have some things planned, some serious things planned for DoMoreLife members. And I hope that you guys will like it for sure. And Robert Mack says, stuck in Florida, I have a great travel partner. She's always smelling my wife. Rocco, little sarcasm there. Good luck in your South Thailand travel if it happens. Well, let's think of some reasons why it couldn't happen. Number one, I come down with some kind of I don't know, some kind of cold or flu or something that I just absolutely cannot shake in 2 or 3 days. That would be a reason. The plane crashes, that would be another reason. Outside of that, I'm a pretty dedicated traveler. And I don't like the when and if it happens tone that you set at all. I do what I say I'm going to do when I say I'm going to do it, the way I say I'm going to do it. And many times there are variables of change that are incorporated with what I've said. And the normal human being, the logical, rational person, will understand that. I hope you do too. My partner says I'm white, grew up on Bologna, so yep, we don't talk about the WP in here at all. Mark, sorry. Eddie says frames are always wrong and its ties always right, except that thus life is better. That's very true. I always say keep your expectations low and your level of acceptance high because it's better to be surprised than disappointed. And he made a very good point there. Stuck says Robert McInasia, the best travel partner. I like that. Louis C.K. has a great bit about that. Okay, got you, Gordon. Anybody want to check that out? They're welcome to. Hello, Frank. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you are doing well, sir. I know you're not really mentally doing well right now because you're a little angry, but I understand completely. I understand completely. But anyway, not gonna air that one out. but I definitely thank you for coming on, Frank, and hope that your situation improves, and it may. I think it probably will. Anything else you guys don't want to catch in Thailand? We know we don't want to catch with. I like the fatherhood thing. That was good. Chris says, Jeremy, how much time is left for today's discussion? There is Streakish. Good morning to you, sir. I have about. I guess in theory, I could go to about almost 10 o'clock, so about another 30 minutes, I guess. To answer your question, Chris. Anon says, I don't think it's that Farang are always wrong, but we need to fully understand the idea of saving face and losing face and respect that 100%. That is something that has to be learned through the process of not doing it, in my opinion. And that's just my opinion. When you understand what it can be explained, right? But it's difficult because of where you're at. Rick says, I hope you're doing well. Jeremy, snowing here in northern Canada. Oh, man. Sorry to hear that, Rick. I'm doing very well, and hopefully I'll be on the beach in a couple days. To Anon's point, saving face is the same thing as saving reputation. Okay? So your character, your reputation. If you cause a person, whether you're in Thailand, Philippines, pretty much anywhere in Asia, Southeast Asia, wherever, if you cause them to, in other words, if they say something or if they're in the wrong and you know you're in the right, you do not embarrass them and call them out for their wrong. Okay. It's just the way it is. They have to save face. And somebody just sent a big PayPal. And I'm super duper grateful for this, whoever this is. I know who that is. Thank you, and thank you again. I won't show your name. $30 PayPal. Thank you so much, man. We're like at $40. Usually when we have live streams, we set a goal of $100, but I stopped. I just kind of stopped setting that goal. If we made $100 a day in PayPal, that would extend the trip by at least, let's see, how much is $100? 3,000 baht. That's a whole day trip. Yeah, that's a whole day trip to one of the boat trips on the islands down there. That's awesome. So thank you very much. Like I said, we're at 40. If we were to manage to pull out 60 more bucks in PayPal contributions, dude, we'd be rocking and rolling for sure. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate all the PayPals, but I really appreciate that one. Thank you very much. Stuck says, help Jeremy do more life, share with the Do More Life family. And there's the PayPal link in case anybody understands. Anon, you're right about losing face. Absolutely. That's the best way I can think of explaining it. And he says there's a way to get your point across without causing someone to lose face, but it's very delicate and most visitors don't understand how to do it. I couldn't agree more with that. It's kind of like a skill that has to be learned. That's what it's a skill that has to be learned. Like you cannot. Let me give you an example. I work with expats and I work with Thais. Okay, Thais at my job do a different job than I do. Okay, but part of their job is to support my job. I saw a teacher. Yeah, same here, Rocco. I saw a person that worked there, an expat, yell at a Thai, okay, who supports their job. And when I mean support, I mean from technical aspects and help and that kind of thing. You know, we're all teachers. Big no-no. Big no-no. Big no-no. No. Because that they're going to remember that forever. Like no matter what you do, they're going to remember that forever. And that is a bad place to be in my opinion. It's not a good look. It's just a bad place to be. And you don't ever want to do that, right? If you have a problem with the Thai for any reason, just be overly nice and explain yourself. And I guarantee you, 99.9% of the Thai population will, at the end of the conversation, you're going to get that, and you're gonna get I understand and thank yous and all that stuff, and it's really a beautiful thing when it happens. I've seen it happen. Shrikesh says, any update on Thailand opening for general tours? Yeah, there's a big update on it. You got to have to get a regular tourist visa, and this is from a, I think, low risk country. Maybe from high risk, I'm not sure. To get a regular tourist visa, you need 500,000 baht in a savings account somewhere. You need to be able to prove that you have 500,000 baht. You also need to have $100,000 worth of medical insurance, USD, $100,000 medical insurance, to be able to qualify for a 60-day tourist visa with the possibility of extending it for another 30 days. And of course, you're going to need all the medical stuff. So that's what it looks like right now. Roy, I hope I'm saying that right. If I don't, I really apologize. Let me go down. Let me see here. Do you think the current global health situation is going to make rent and food cheaper for expats when things open up, or more expensive? During the opening, it'll probably be cheaper, and later on, it'll be more expensive. And I'll explain why in just a second. The opening is going to be, in my opinion, all the Thais going, ooh, expats money. And there's nothing wrong with that, because many people are out of jobs. 27 million Thais are without income right now. I just read that the other day. 27 million. And I think this country has a population of about 63 or something like that. 63 million. So almost a third of the it's actually almost close to half of the population doesn't have income right now, and most of that is in the tourist sector. So I believe that they're going to make very attractive deals, and especially in the beginning, for people to come over, and then it'll get back to its more expensive ways. What I hope they don't do is try to make all the money back in the beginning, because that's just going to push people away, and then that could have some detrimental consequences for the tourist life of Thailand. In my opinion, just my opinion. Addie says, in the West, we always want to have the last say because we're brainwashed to argue. That I cannot disagree with that. Western media has a lot to answer for how good at brainwashing. Couldn't agree with that more. Anon is answering that question. He says, yes, there is movement. Look at your Thai embassy website. Also, articles in Phuket News and Fabulous FM YouTube channels. Filtho says, doesn't the person doing the yelling lose as much or more face for losing control? Absolutely. Absolutely, Filthos. Absolutely. That's why don't raise your voice for any reason. Ever, 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 ever. Mark says, I would never hijack your run, bro, but I will contribute $6.96 every time I join the live stream. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Very much. Yes, Mr. Mitch agrees. That is very nice of you, and I agree. That's very nice of you. Gordon says, one good thing to know is Thais never forget a face. That's true. They will always remember you, good or bad, and you definitely want to be on the good side of that remembrance. Definitely. Chris says, gotta go. Thank you, Jeremy. Have a relaxing and fruitful trip. All right, brother. Take care of yourself, man, and I will see you soon. Eddie says, I was brainwashed working in the media to fight for this and fight for that. It drove me crazy. I let it all go, and life is so much better. I believe that. Stuck says, Gordon's alive. Yes, they will. And fortunately, it's always been good on my end. Good for you, man. Good for you. I agree. The person that's screaming, the person that raises their voice loses over here. You lose. You raise your voice, you've lost. And I said, yeah, amen to that. Chris, see you next time. Definitely. Thanks, Anon. Respect, mate. Mad Max says, hey, JC, have to change my card. So if membership bouncers, I'll do again. Oh, there's my main man. Are you in the chat, dude? We might get to 100 today, boys. I don't know. Mr. Roger McGee, one of the most loyal channel members I have. Not to say anything bad about the rest of them. Thank you so much, Roger. Thank you, brother. So we had 40, now we have 50, 65. So we're $35 away. That's awesome, dude. I was just telling people, Roger, if we got to the 100 today, that would mean a whole extra day I'd get to stay in southern Thailand with the boat stuff. There he is. He says, I am now. Thank you, brother. I really appreciate that super chat. Not super chat. The PayPal. Really, because we're getting PayPals that I didn't even expect to get today. I just wanted to come on and talk to you guys before I left for vacation. So I genuinely, thoroughly, absolutely, 100% love and appreciate all of you, whether you contributed or not. But those who have contributed are making a big difference in to what this trip's going to be. I'm going to give you some content, boys, and I'm going to give you some live streams, and I'm going to do some good things. Promise you. Mad Max said, oh, I just read that. Plus bonus 555 for new card. I do wait again for new cards. Someone tried to hack into cheer. No worries, Max. No worries. You can come back anytime, brother. Anytime. Mr. Mitch says, thank you. Stuck in Florida. I got another phone call. I'll be right back. Eddie says, lots of Aussies have mortgage stress. Good luck with that. Yeah, it's good to see Roger in the house for sure. Definitely glad you dropped by, bro. We've been at it since about 8 o'clock. I turned on really early, and yeah, I turned on early because I woke up my first day of vacation officially, and I woke up at 5 a.m. And I was like, screw this. I'm going to YouTube. I'm going to go ahead and get on the live stream and see what happens. We'll talk. And we talked a lot about things not to catch in Thailand. Griffin said, good for you, Roger. Absolutely. Roger does a good job of, he does a fantastic job of supporting the channel, not only by being a moderator and by being here, but also monetarily as well. I really appreciate that. And that's really awesome. Anon says that Daddy John selling my house to my kid, last major tie here in the States before I can blast out of here and get to ASQ in Thailand. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. I hope one day you and I can meet up and sit down and chat. And I'd like to pick your brain about a few things. And if you're in here and have not hit the thumbs up button, please do so. Eddie says, Anon, good on you, mate. Yep, definitely, 100%. So really we decided we don't, the first thing I said to catch Roger up was my $100, my $3 haircut. I'm not happy about, and I'm gonna have that fixed before I go on my trip because I want a haircut that'll last at least a week and a half. This one won't. They didn't take enough off the top, and they did something with my bangs that are like I don't even know what they did. So that was the first thing. Then we talked about not catching fatherhood. We didn't want to do that unless that's something you're looking for. We talked about not catching snakes, both metaphorically and literally, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So it's been fun. Mark says, JC, I love Mac Brown. Hope you do too. I'm not sure who Mac Brown is. Honestly, don't know. I just do not know. So with the trip coming up, Roger, I was telling people also that I looked at the overnight train. I looked at the UNC coach football. If it has anything to do with the Tar Heels, I like them because I'm a Tar Heel fan. So I was looking at either a VIP bus, a sleeper car in the train because both of them were 10-hour rides. And then I looked just messing around looking at flights. I opened up the flight app on Google Flights. There was a 680 baht flight from Bangkok to Krabi. And I was like, that's unreal because the train rides are like 1,500 to 1,700 baht. The bus rides were like 1,350 to 1,550. And so I got the extra 15 kilograms of non-carry-on luggage because I'm going to have to take at least 2 bags. I did that, and I still got out for 1,088 baht. So basically like $33. I got the flight, and maybe on the way back I'll take a slow moving like a train or something during the day so I can take pictures and video and all that stuff. Maybe. Depends on how tired I am and what the budget says. Let's see. Anon says, JC, after ASQ, I'll be heading down to Cham for a while. May stay in Bangkok for a few days, but don't know for sure. That's cool. Just let me know if you want to get together, man. That's all. No pressure. No pressure. Rocco says, honestly, good luck on your trip. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Eddie says, family are upset. I am moving back. Let them That's one thing, man, about moving when you have family. Like, my dad's not getting any younger, and Lord knows I love my dad. And my brother's growing up. He's got two kids. I have a niece and a nephew that my niece I met once when she was born, the day she was born. Never met my nephew. So holy but I think we just cleared $100, boys. Wow. I don't know who you are, so I won't show your name, but we just got there, guys. Wow. Thank you all so much for making this such a lucrative day. I'm shocked. I did not expect this at all. That is, wow. Wow. You guys have essentially given me another day of boat tours in southern Thailand. And heart goes out to you, man. Heart goes out to you. I'm ready. I'm so ready. You guys have no idea how ready I am. But thank you very, very much for that contribution. I definitely appreciate that. I won't, like I said, I won't say your name, but I definitely appreciate that. That's wow, that was a big contribution, and I am super grateful that we got to where we got. That's amazing, man. Amazing. Let's see. Griffin says catching the wrong train, airplane. Yes, something else you don't want to catch is the wrong mode of transportation. I was talking about. Eddie says it's my life. Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, so leaving behind family is one thing that you kind of have. You do or you don't. You either stay there for them or you go on with your life. One of the two. And it's a hard decision sometimes, guys. It really is. It's a hard decision. Very hard decision. And for me, I'm looking forward to when there are more plans for this channel than just me teaching the rest of my life and going on vacations, holidays. So I'm looking very forward to what's coming up in the next 6 to 8 months, and you guys should be too. So make enough money that I can go home and see my family when I want to, and we'll see how life really is here in Thailand. Eddie says, I know people who are too scared to go overseas. Poor buggers. Me too. The level or the amount of people, the number of people, excuse me, let me get my English right. The number of people in America that don't even have a passport is astonishing. I don't know what the percentage is, but it's high, very high. And I stay in touch, mate. Catch up one day in Thailand. Laugh at life. I love laughing at life. We can all catch up. Stuck says, Addie John, my mom was 63 before she ever left the States. I tried to get her to travel for years, but she was too scared. Now she travels every year except this one. That's amazing, dude. That's amazing. Traveling changes your life, guys. Traveling changes who you are. It really does. It will enhance your character. At the very least, you will have experiences to draw from that. If you're from the States, most people don't. I mean, they just don't. Especially if you're someone like me that travels and stays in countries for extended periods of time. It's amazing. She's 80 now. Wow. What if she started traveling at 63? That's 17 years of traveling, brother. That's or 16 years because she can't travel this year. But 16 years of traveling, you basically gave her a new shot at life, man. Like an extra little boost of life. That's amazing stuff. Good job, buddy. I'm really impressed to hear that. Anon says, when I'm in Cham, I will wait. Let me go back up. Okay. Anon says, when I'm in Cham, we'll hang at either Rock Beach Bar or Hard Work. Easy to find. I hear you. Addie says, my mom told me before she passed away she was proud of me traveling the world. That's something. Yeah, yeah. My mother doesn't say that to me. My father does. My brother does. And my little niece that I can talk to. She'll say, Uncle Jeremy, da da da, and we'll speak over video chat from time to time. And I got to tell you, it tugs at the heartstrings because I don't have any kids, and it really, my brother's he's growing up to be a really good man, and he's an excellent father, and I'm so proud of him for that. He does what's necessary to take care of his kids and his family, and I'm really, really proud of him. But who knows? Maybe I'll pop out Jeremy Jr. one day. That would be. I don't know if that would be a good or bad thing, but we would find out. That's for sure. You guys rock, though, man. This has been a great live stream. It really has. And I said I had up until about 10 o'clock to go, or about 30 minutes. That was at 9:20, I think. So we can start winding down right here. And Eddie says, so right, Jay, people who have never been USA are negative about USA. I've been USA 3 times, and USA is awesome. 7 states, 3 weeks, lots of friends, USA, man. It's a great place if you know how to enjoy it. It's a great place. Stuck says, my family has known for many years that I was going to live somewhere else. They're excited for me because they know it's been put off a couple of times now. And I've heard you speak on that before. So I'm proud of you, Stuck, for being able to do that. And I'm also proud of you for the things that you have to do in order to get here. I can read between some of the lines, not saying I know your exact situation, but I'm just saying I know that you work diligently to get here. If you have not hit the thumbs up button, please do so. We have 33 right now, which is good. And we're down to 35 people watching. So I hate to leave a stream with 35 people watching, but at the same time, got to get stuff done today. Got to get the laundry done. Got to go buy the ND filter for the camera. And who knows? Maybe they'll have a Black Friday sale on the mic, like a pre-Black Friday sale. And if they do that, then that's a game changer. So I don't know. I'll let you guys know if that happens. I'll definitely make another video, make a video about it and post it tomorrow. No live stream tomorrow. Like I said, generally I have one on Sundays, but I'm just going to be too busy to making sure that I get everything done and ready to head off next week. I don't want to catch Asian woman book. I don't know exactly what that means, but I'll take your word for it, Mark. Eddie says, be careful because you might catch some happiness in Thailand. Oh, I'm going to catch some happiness, bro. I'm going to catch some happiness for sure. Yeah, I definitely want to catch some happiness. That's one thing you do want to catch when you come over here. One thing I've failed to catch enough of. And I think that's all going to change, to be honest with you. I think this vacation is going to be a new boost for me and a new boost for the channel. So really, guys, I don't have anything else. If you guys have something you want to type in the chat, go ahead. I appreciate tremendously the contributions today. I did not expect that at all. I really didn't. I expected to come on here and talk. So thank you guys so much for all your contributions, all your comments. Participating in the live chat itself is enough. Robert's threw up the PayPal link again, so just in case anybody wants to drop a dime on the way out, you can. Thank you, Robert. I appreciate that, brother. Eddie says that was for everyone. I do not know what that word means. Happiness. Yes, happiness. And I think I'm going to catch some happiness in Thailand. I have a good feeling when I'm at these places that there's going to be a lot of happiness going on. Thanks, Mark. I love my white frames too. And I said, JC, you have a current driver license, car, not motorbike? I only have a motorbike license. But if I'd known it at the time, I would have got the car license too, because it's the same exact test. The only difference is you just have to practice driving a car. I mean, you just have to park a car. I didn't know it at the time, so I wasted a little bit. Stuck in Florida says, thanks everyone for joining the live stream. Your input and contributions are very much appreciated. 100%. Couldn't agree more. Stuck, thank you. Very, very, very much. Addie says, your jaw will drop at the beauty. I can't wait. There's Frank, another Frank. Hey Frank, press the thumbs up. Yeah, thumbs up for sure. And on says, okay, fair enough. That being said, guys, I love you all. I mean it. And I'll be in touch as soon as I can. Try to hit you with a live stream every once in a while. And we'll see how this vacation turns out. Who knows? Who knows? If they have cell phone signal on some of the islands I'm going to, maybe I'll live stream from there. I'm going to be happy, Addie. Don't you worry about that, bro. You guys made me happy today, and I really, genuinely, honestly appreciate it. So thank you guys so much. Love y'all. Take care. Be safe. And whatever you do today, be sure you do more life. Later, guys.